Time for another amazing game of Infinity, and it will be my first game on the Space Station table created by my friend Rob. And yeah, as you can see, it's amazing. He's used a little bit of the Operation Ice Storm sheet underneath, but he's scratch built everything else. And you can take all of the stairs and rooms apart. He's got an amazing helijet in a helipad. I'm going to get myself one of these for my table as well, because they're just amazing additions to the environment. But yeah, just have a look at some of these photos. I'm just going to scatter these photos through as I'm talking before I get to the deployment photograph. But yeah, we're playing Yams. We're playing a mission where obviously you get dealt secret cards. I'm mainly going after the consoles, also trying to blow up a bit or sabotage a building on his side of the deployment zone. This is my first game with diagonal deployment. It really takes me back to the old radial deployment from War Machine days, but in this case it's more like a triangle that you get. So you measure 24 down one side from the corner, then the other side, and it's just like a wedge across there. So that's really cool. But yeah, just guys, enjoy this terrain as much as you can. I've taken a whole lot of pictures of them, and he's just done a lot of detailed work on it. And that is just, again, it's probably the best thing about Infinity is just that environment, the opportunity to really make terrain matter, and for it to make it look really good, and for that gaming experience to be the best it can be. This is against Nomads. It's the Corregidor Sectorial. My opponent has taken first turn. I've deployed everything basically either in total cover or prone on my side, as you can see here. This is a list that I've just been running quite frequently. I ran it in my last bat rep as well. There is a ninja hidden in the one of the rooms with the to the left of the photo with the console, and he's sitting up opposite with HMG Brigadier, Intruder Sniper in camo mode. There's a Gecko with a Mark 12, but I haven't left any of my guys within line of sight, so it should be okay. Next image will show you a bit of a look from the right hand side of the battlefield along one diagonal. Got the Guangxi in the room there, and he's got his models representing a Moran and Crazy Koalas in the center of the field there, which he probably will be moving forward. Up next you can see where the Brigadier is stationed just behind the windows, so we're playing it that while you are base contact with the window you can see out of it. If you're further back from it you cannot be seen from outside of the building, unless of course you are base to base with the window yourself. And we'll put down the forward target card just to remind us that I'm going for that building. I decided to declare it rather than writing it down in secret, just because I didn't want to forget. Bit of a sneeze there, excuse me guys. Onward we go. We can see where the Gecko's deployed. He's also got one of these Zons. I cannot remember what this model's actually called. In fact, I'm going to look it up right now, opening up the army list. By the way, guys, go to Operation Flamestrike and check out the bat rep in the video description. You'll be able to download the reports, and sort of the reports, the army list. So it's a Lunacod remote, and it's got the Crazy Koalas. So that's what's happening there. He's going to be sending this one forward along with the transconductor. In the next picture you can see another photo of them, and just a bit of a better view. This will also show you a bit of detail with the camera marker at the top of the stairway and his character engineer at the back behind the stairs. So I guess she'll be able to repair the Gecko if she wants to as well. Our next image shows you the order where the Lunacod is moving forward with its crazy spiders representing crazy koalas, and basically going to be setting up shop in this room nearby. So if we go to the next photo after that, you can see the other transconductors on moving forward, just getting in position to use flash pulse or do some repeating. But my heavy infantry really are too far away for his hacking to work at this stage. Next up, a picture here shows you where his high value target is placed, just behind the total cover there, and you can see the arrow pointing to the corner of the room where I've got a ninja. The ninja cannot come out of hidden deployment, otherwise both Morans, both Crazy Koalas will blow him up, so that's why I'm going to have to move into the room with a Guangxi first to detonate them, and then the ninja's going to be able to go nuts, so that's going to be awesome. Our next photo shows you a Guangxi moving out the door with its impetuous move, and you can also see the red silhouette marker, which is actually a camo marker for my Guilang Forward Observer. Now, with the Guangxi moving around here, we didn't get anybody drawing line of sight to him, so he's fine. He's able to now move down the stairs, but that will move him into line of sight of the Moran next to the building in the center of the photo there, as you can see in the distance. So he dodges the shot and manages to get through okay. Our next photo shows what happens next. The hack tower appears and launches a brutal volley of shots at not only the HMG but also the Moran, so that after the Moran's taken out, the Guangxi will have free reign to move up. You'll also see a trauma dock further down in the pit there. She is represented a high value target for my army. Anyway, the hack tower, of course, with surprise shot, easily able to overpower the Brigadier and the Morans, so no problems with that whatsoever. And if you go to the next photo, we've got the Yanhuo obviously opening up on the Gecko. What happens, of course, is the intruder sniper appears, represented by a Grenza, and the Jaguar drops smoke straight away to block that off, but not before the sniper takes 5 dice to the face with the Yanhuo and dies straight away. Yanhuo, of course, takes a bit of a shoot back from the Gecko, but of course it's a long -6 range band with Mark 12 and manages to survive that one pretty easily. Our next photo shows you a better look at that. You can sort of see the long diagonal fire range. The Yanhuo, I believe, was in it might have even been a 0 range band for the hypermagnetic cannon, but with 5 dice it's pretty decisive, so that's worked out pretty well. And of course a bit of an overview of the battlefield and of course the kitchen sink nearby. Next image, the Guangxi we were talking about earlier busts down the door, kicks it in, and takes 2 crazy koalas to the face and shoots his chain rifle at the Lunacod. Now, the Guangxi, funnily enough, actually passes all his armor saves, so he's only taken 1 wound so far. Well, passes all but 1 save, so he's only taken 1 wound, so he's still dogged, but he's cleared the entire room, so mission successful for this Guangxi. By the way, guys, Guangxi just, I mean, I've been taking them every game because they're the only models I really have to run, but they're amazing. I think it's more about the fact that they've got dogged and chain rifles, more so than the whole auto-generation thing. For 5 points, yes, they're a good auto-generator, but it's not so much just about that, it's just the fact that if you play them well, they just get so much more value than their points are worth, so I just find them indispensable at the moment. Next image, a Tiger has landed, basically so that he can join in on the coordinated order suppression fire, but he's sort of getting arranged to the stairs on the left-hand side of the table there, and of course the surrounding side of the room, because if something comes past, like a bot with a repeater on it, the suppression fire from the Tiger should be enough to stop it. Our next image shows also an engineer moving out to take a few shots. There is a transconductor Zond behind that building in the center there. You can barely see him poking out, and of course the window protected by the Brigadier. Brigadier is dead, or at least prone on the ground unconscious, so a combi rifle volley over here takes out the transconductor Zond, and then it's in suppression fire for everyone. So if you go to the next image, we've got the engineer, we've got the Yanhuo, we've got the hack Tau, and to the top left, also without a line drawn on Microsoft Paint, we've got Tiger Soldier as well. So Yujing looking like it's in a commanding position this game. We'll see what Nomad can come up with. Next image shows you the Tomcat Doctor just moving up. She's going to be walking up to the building there to see if she can bring the Brigadier back to life. In our next image, we've got a Hellcat showing up in the corner of the board. Now, because I positioned the firing arcs of the Tiger rather poorly, the Hellcat is able to shoot the Tiger in the back, but the Guilang Fort Observer comes out of camo and shoots him, so it's basically going to be a bit of a love triangle here. What happens is the Hellcat does indeed kill the Tiger, but the Guilang Fort Observer is lucky enough to actually get a single combi rifle bullet into the Hellcat and eliminate him. So that's done very well. Our next image has the transconductors on moving around here and getting a flash pulse off against the engineer. Engineer's firing arc just wasn't really well enough. I should have been more careful with it, but he's been blinded, so that's allowed the Zond to get around, but he doesn't have quite enough orders to make the Zond get closer to the hack tower for hacking, so ended up not doing that. So fairly short-lived turn from the Nomads. They spent some time reshuffling and trying to do a few things in the back of the scene there, but just not enough orders to go around at this point. Our next image shows the Guangxi moving further around. We've got one taking the console, one coming down the stairs, and just picking up points. Now, I get 2 points if I've actually if I've actually dominated more consoles by being in their zone of control than the opponent, but I also get another 2 points if I've actually pressed the buttons and secured the consoles by hacking into them that way, and in addition, 1 point for sabotaging the building, so that's what we're going for. Our next image has one of the Guangxi moving up to the Crazy Koala. The Moran has been knocked unconscious by the HMG earlier, but the Guangxi taking hits from the Moran and, the Crazy Koalas and dying, but at least he's detonated both of the Koalas. Our next image has the Guilang Fort Observer moving around and blowing up the transconductor Zond before he can get close enough to do any hacking. So this is with three close range combat rifle shots, no problem at all. And again, loving the graffiti and the posters on that central building. I'm sure you guys have seen that in several of the other photos, but really just cool stuff. I know that that building might look more in place on a street as per a space station, but remember, it is a nomad space station. They're a rather anachronistic sort of, you know what they're like. They're rebellious folk. Next image, you can see a bit of a zoom out. Again, the big guns controlling the field. No need to really do anything at the back, and I've basically got at least one console ready. The Guilang is going to be able to go into the console on the room on the left, and I'll be able to move the engineer into the central room too. Our next photo has the Tomcat moving up to revive the Brigadier. He does some more shooting, and I believe, I think, takes out one of my models. I can't remember which one it was. It might have just been, might have been the Anhauer. I can't remember. He does manage to get a kill here, but he's just got so few orders left that the turn is over pretty much before we know it. So if we go again to the next photo, which is just almost like a repeat photo here, you can see the Guangxi has scored to the right. Everybody's still in suppression fire. The Yanhuo has taken a wound, and other than that, we're looking pretty good. Next photo after that, the engineer who did survive moves up with several orders and secures the console. And then if you go to the next photo after that, because my opponent is in retreat mode, the fourth and final turn, because it's Yams, engineer strolls around casually and gets next to this building and puts some demolition charges on it or something like that and gets it ready for destruction. And then, of course, hopping in our spaceship and flying off, and that's it for the game. So Yuching win this one pretty decisively. Hope you guys enjoyed this Yams mission, and come back again soon because I'm posting another bat rep with Rob's awesome terrain, this time the desert terrain, so hang out for that one.